this is Sean Tucky. We're here with our second VA 101. This time we're going to do a focus on telehealth options for veterans. Here with Trevor English, who's our facility telehealth coordinator. Trevor, you want to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about telehealth?
Sure. Like you said, my name is Trevor English. I'm the facility telehealth coordinator here at the Albany VA. So if you have any questions about telehealth functionality or getting connected to appointments virtually, that's part of my program. And we're here to assist both the providers and the veterans to make sure that they can make those connections. So thanks, Sean, for having me, and I'm excited to kind of talk about what we have to offer.
Trevor, can you tell us a little about the different types of telehealth? Because I bet you a lot of veterans aren't aware of what we have.
Yeah, so there's basically two primary types of telehealth that we can offer. We can do clinical video telehealth, or what we call CVT, or we can do VA Video Connect, which we call VVC. So your CVT connections, those are the ones that you're going to have if you live close to a community-based outpatient clinic. You can go to your closest community-based outpatient clinic and see your provider remotely. So your provider can stay in Albany. You'll have a nurse in the room with you, and they'll actually be able to help that provider through the examination virtually. So you'll see the provider right on the screen, but you'll still have someone in the room with you. Conversely, VVC, or VA Video Connect, allows you to have an appointment with your provider from a non-VA setting. So it could be from home, it could be from work, whatever's most convenient for you.
Wow, that's I didn't know all that. So thank you, Trevor. That's very educational. What sort of things, like let's say VVC, where you connect from home, let's say, what sort of things would you need to use that?
With VVC, it does require a couple pieces of technology. Primarily, you need to either have a smartphone, a tablet, or a computer with a webcam. You also need to have access to your email on one of those devices, plus some sort of way to connect to the internet, whether it's Wi-Fi or like a cell phone signal. But we do actually have the capability to if you don't have those types of technologies, we do have some offerings though, which on the next slide here I can show you. If you don't have your own smartphone, you don't have your own tablet or computer, or you don't have your own Wi-Fi connection, we can actually send out a VA loan tablet, which is an Apple iPad, which is set up specifically for VA telehealth. And along with that tablet, we can also loan out any of these devices that you see on your screen. So there's a stethoscope, there's a blood pressure monitor, a scale, a pulse oximeter, an in-ear thermometer, and all of these can be used with your medicine appointments to be able to give your provider all of the information they need for your encounter to be able to provide you the type of health care that you need while you're in the comfort of your own home.
Wow, so it sounds like if I'm a veteran and I have an iPhone and I need to talk to my doctor and they can get me in via telehealth, all I really need is my email so they can send me a link just like I would any other virtual meeting?
That's right, yeah. And actually some of the new technology, they'll even allow our providers to send SMS text messages to veterans too in order to connect. So you get the text message with a link that says click here to join your appointment. Click on the link and you're able to join. So either through your email or through your text message. So it's pretty exciting, some of the stuff that they're coming up with now. The technology is always changing. We're evolving as we go, and especially now with the coronavirus and people trying to stay socially distant, this is a great way in order to increase access to our veterans who live remotely or who may not feel comfortable coming into the facility but still need to get that important health care that they need.
Trevor, thank you. This has been very informative. Is there anything, I guess the last question is there any, if someone needs to get a hold of or wants to learn more about telehealth, how do they go about doing that?
Yeah, so our services are always expanding. Talk to it says here primary care, but talk to any of your providers if you feel that you might want to connect virtually, and let them know that that's something that you're interested in. Something else to keep in mind too, if you're a veteran who typically has to pay copays for your care, VVC is actually free. There is no copay if you do a VVC encounter. So it's another way that we can increase access without putting any kind of a financial burden on a veteran as well. Primarily, like I said, my role here as the facility telehealth coordinator, me and my staff, we're here to help get you connected. So we help the providers and we also help the patients. So if anybody does have any questions, always feel free to reach out to the facility. You can always ask for the facility telehealth coordinator, and we'll make sure that you can get connected. We can do test calls. typically speaking, we like to do the test calls as close as possible to an appointment so that you can do the test call and then you remember it for the next time that you're going to connect. Some things that I've figured out, the more that people do these encounters, the easier they become. That goes for both the providers and the veterans. So, some providers started out very slow and now they're really excelling at the number of encounters that they're doing. And the same with veterans. A lot of our folks might be apprehensive to start doing telehealth. It seems scary, but the more times that they do it, the easier it becomes. And our satisfaction rates for telehealth are generally pretty high. So, people enjoy the care they get. It's free. They can stay at home. They don't have to take time off work. They can, there's a lot of convenience factors for this. So, whatever we can do to help get you connected, we're here for you.
Trevor, thank you very much. This has been very informative for me. I hope it's informative for everybody watching this on social media. And thank you. We intend to do these periodically just to advertise and give more information on the different services we offer here. So thank you very much, Trevor. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
All right.